World Open Karate Tournament in November. So it's a really big deal. Yeah.
All right, a big deal. All right, let's hear it for them and give them some encouragement as they take the stage. Yeah.
Okay, so these are some of the basic kicks and blocks, punches that we're going to do in everyday class. So those are some samples of the basics that we do in everyday class. As you can see, there's belt colors of all the range of the rainbow. We start at white belt. Everyone starts at white belt. Doesn't matter how old you are, how experienced you are. We have white belts that are 70 years old. We have white belts that are 3 years old, and everybody in between. The point is, start. Now we're going to show a little forms training. This is some of our beginner to intermediate students who will display the basic kata that we practice from white belt level. So give them a hand. That's probably the first time they've ever performed that for a group of people, aside from themselves. Those are some of our intermediate to advanced students, again ranging in age from 6 or 7 to about 9 years old, 9 or 12. These are some of our brown belt students. So as you can imagine, the brown belts are just on the verge of taking their exam for a black belt test, and that's one of the requirements that they need to know. Next, we're going to practice a little kumite. Okay, kumite means free fighting. One of the things that distinguishes Kuokushin from other martial arts styles is we do practice fighting from day one. So it doesn't matter your age or your ability, we do practice contact training in the class. So let's show a little example. We have Lana and Takato, and Kai and Kojiro. Okay, these are 5 to 7-year-old kids, and they're going to show a little bit of kumite. Okay, in a tournament, we do not use any protective gear. Of course, for kids, we would use protective gear. Today, they're just doing their best. Pose. And then as kids get a little bit older, of course the intensity is greater. These are some of our teens and tweens. In tournament competition, for example, our youngest divisions are age 5 and 6. And then it goes all the way up in the juniors category, all the way up to age 17. And then at 18, they start entering the adults category. And Miyashita Sensei stay. Okay, this is Senpai Daniel and Damian. These two guys are going to be fighting in the All-American Open 2015. Not yet, not yet. Oh, okay, they're still placed front. They're going to be fighting in the 2000 American Open in June. So we're going to see a little bit of their fighting, but first I just want to demonstrate their fighting against some of our junior students. So Masato, please come down. Os. And James, come down. Face Daniel. Us. Miyashita Sensei, you watch that group. Us. Hey, James, face front. Okay, stand up straight. Kiai. Knock him down, James. Oh, Masaki, kiai. Masako, kiai. Kiai, kiai. So shaking hands is very important. We have to show our respect for each other. Us. Okay, and next now, Senpai Daniel and Damian will display some of the fighting that will be available to observe at the All-American Open. Lock, lock. Kiai, kiai. Pose. Oh, so you'll get your chance later next month. So as you can imagine, karate has its roots in self-defense. So our training is something that we practice in order to hopefully have to defend ourselves if the occasion ever arises. So let's show a little bit sample of a certain scenario that could occur. Okay, here's Nozomi-chan, and she will be fighting off 4 attackers. Yeah. And in order to test our strength, we do tameshiwari, as we described before. At the end, we're going to demonstrate some ice, but for now, let's show how everybody can do it. So we'll have the kids come down with your respective adults, and all the kids will break a board. Line up with your adult. Line up with your adult.
I didn't do it the other way.
Good job. And Ryu. Next Ryu and Miyashita Sensei. So Ryu is going to run and jump to kick this side kick, us. And since it's Mother's Day, I'm going to bring his mom out. Okay, he's gonna have to jump over his mother in order to kick the board, us. Shut And then some Shihowari with Damian and 4 assistants. Damian's going to use some different techniques to each opponent. Straight punch. That's going to be Ushiro Mashigeri, or back spin kick. One, only one. Do the other. With Maigiri, and now he's going to try 4 boards. These are 1-inch thick pine boards, by the way. So he's going to try 4. This is really difficult, actually. The difficulty goes up exponentially with each board that you add. And Jodan Mashigiri. So next, Senpai Daniel is going to attempt to break Louisville Slugger with his shin. And he's going to have a couple of assistants to hold it. This is holding it freehand. It's not going to be clamped.
Oh my God.
Good job. And then finally, Senpai Marek will attempt to break through 200 pounds of ice. As we said earlier, it's not scored. And it's just freshly out of the refrigerator, literally. We put it up here 5 minutes ago. So each block is about 50 pounds. Nice shot.